Yes, indeed. Good morning. Welcome back to the field house here, Guilford High School, Swanson Stadium. It all goes down tomorrow for that show of shows. Got Jonathan with us. He is part of the Phantom Regiment and now 2 years involved with this incredible program. You're from Texas, and you are having quite a summer, huh?
Yeah, it's been a pretty good summer. Pretty hot, but it's been really good.
You're used to it. You guys do such a great job. All right, what do we have here, my friend?
So this is all of our drums that we have here all the way down the line, and they're all in a nice stack here. And our drums are they're super cool, like nice, beautiful.
Well, just the organization that you have, and some of this can weigh, what, up to 75 pounds?
Yes, the tenor drums over there, those are 75 pounds just on the chest, and then like they lean forward and...
And you mentioned how it's been a hot summer, so I'm just thinking about that, 10 hours of practice you're doing a day? A lot goes into this.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of training, and by like the end of the summer, all of the people in the battery, they're like super strong, and it's really cool to see.
And really cool to see will be tomorrow night for the show of shows. In what capacity will we see you be part of that show?
So I'm a conductor here at the Phantom Regiment, and so you'll see me up there conducting for the show of shows.
And this is so cool for you to be part of each and every year, 2 years in. How many more years do you got to go with the Phantom Regiment?
So I have 3 more years after this.
Wow. And loving every second.
I love every second of it here.
Thank you, Jonathan. Appreciate it.
Thank you
Good
so
to
much.
see you, sir. We will continue our tour this morning. So much to check out here behind the scenes. And this is a spot where they can go if there's, bad weather, that type of thing. We'll talk to Dr. Sneed here. The sound that goes into this program, you got to have it. The generators, and there's a lot back here, correct, sir?
Right, so this is all of our front ensemble equipment, which is the keyboards that you see at the front of the field in a part of the percussion family, as well as all of our sound gear. So we have our speaker stacks over here, all of our cables and wires, our timpani. You'll see these other speaker stacks here. We have synthesizers and soundboards, and we have 2 different generators. So we have to power all that. Sometimes we can plug into the stadium, and sometimes we have to have our own power, and that's why we bring generators with us.
How many of the Drum and Bugle Corps will we see on the field during your shows, your competitions?
You will see all 165 members on the field during a show. This is probably about 15 people that do the front ensemble. There's 80 some odd that are in the horn line, and then 20 or so in the battery, and then 40 something in the color guard as well.
Excellent. Wow,
Yeah.
Just an incredible program. Thank you for having us, by
Yeah.
the way. Love being behind the scenes. All right, let's shift over to Ethan here. He's from Beloit. How are you, sir?
Sure, I'm living the dream.
Hey, you are. This is your third year?
Yes, third and final year. my
Third and
age
final year. Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, no. I hate it when you say age out. But big things ahead, right?
out. Yes, of course. Comes with
And-
some baggage, but I can't wait.
How important has this been for you?
It's life-changing. It's really just fundamentally changes you as a person. It gives you a lot of skills that could be transferable to real life as well. A lot of that discipline and just putting in that work and that grit that takes you through life.
What will we see you doing, sir,
You'll see me
tomorrow?
on the mellophone, which a lot of people might not be familiar with, but it's like a French horn if it was marching on the field. There is 24 of us this year, along with 24 trumpets. You can see over here as well, and we have some tubas over there as well. But yeah,
It's beautiful to see
yeah.
the organization, how these are all lined up, and that is key. You talked about how it just teaches you so many lessons.
Yeah.
That's what makes this show so perfect, and that's what makes these competitions fantastic for you.
Yeah, it's really fun. You learn a lot about yourself as well, because it's really just a mind game you play with yourself of how good can you be, and it's just really a game you play with yourself.
Speaking of, this isn't a game, this is the real deal.
Right.
How many jugs of those waters do you have to do a day to get practice in?
At least 3.
At least 3.
One every 4 hours.
Wow, so much goes into it. Thank you so much
Of
for joining
course,
us, sir.
yeah.
We appreciate it. Let's make our way over here to Amanda. She is CEO of Phantom Regiment. And let's talk about, first and foremost, Amanda, the change in venue. For years, it has been at Guilford. Been at Boylan.
That's right.
Now we're at Guilford. Why the change?
The big change is due to the turf field. Boylan was a wonderful place to be, but Guilford and some of the other RPS high schools have put in turf fields, and turf is really required for this activity at this point. Mainly to keep kids safe. We don't want twisted ankles. We don't want broken wheels on those big instruments and all of our sound gear going out on the field. So having turf is really the name of the game now.
And it's a real testament to how the competition level has increased greatly.
Oh, absolutely. And the reality for us is, our show of shows, we host that. And as hosts, it's important for us to have a venue where other drum corps want to come and perform. So for us, having a good turf field means that we're going to get acts that we might not otherwise see here.
It takes a lot to make this hum. It takes a lot to make it tick. Your sponsors are key.
And our volunteers, our sponsors, both in Rockford and throughout the music industry, Pearl Adams, Conselmer, big helpers to make this all happen. But I can't really go any further without talking about our volunteers. You know, you've met a few of us here, but we have an army of volunteers that make this happen. From the food truck to sewing uniforms, we have an entire sewing crew that is working hard to make sure that everybody looks good all the time. Not to mention, I think if you're looking inside the trucks, the volunteers who built the infrastructure so that we can get down the road without things banging around. It's a big deal. Everybody's got a part to play.
Yeah, we should mention that they've got a competition tonight. I think your first
Yes.
of the season up in
Cedarburg, Wisconsin. That's right. So they'll take off from here after a rehearsal this afternoon. They'll head to Cedarburg. They'll get back late tonight, get a good night's sleep, and get up tomorrow and do it all over again, getting ready for shows.
Just incredible. I can't wait to see the show tomorrow night. Thank you so much. Thank you, gang. And real quick, did I hear something about a saber?
That's right.
We got.
So here we have our color guard equipment, and they spin flags, which are in these bags here. They're all rolled up, so I'm not going to unroll them. But they also spin rifle right here, and then saber, which is like a blade. So that comes back from our military background, and so we still carry the flag, the color guard that you would see like in a parade or whatever, as well as the saber and the rifle. So they spin those and throw them way up in the sky and catch them every single time. It's awesome.
All right. Check out the show tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. By the way, I'm just wondering, do you guys have like a tally of how many Buc-ee's that you've been to in all your travels? Everything I see with all their equipment some way, somehow has like a Buc-ee something with it. Thank you all so much. Appreciate it. And good luck at the show tomorrow night. Good luck tonight, the competition. Amanda, thanks for making this happen.
Thank you for being here.
Oh, so much fun. Next year?
Next year.
It's a date. All right, back to you.
All right,
so
yes,
cool.
the show of shows, the tickets start at $33. You can get them online at regiment.org for tomorrow night's performance. The Phantom Regiment is one of 8 drum and bugle corps that will be performing on the Guilford High School Swanson Stadium field tomorrow night. You can also get tickets at the door if you don't want to go through the online process. They'll be available at the door tomorrow night. Doors open around 5 or 5:30 for the 7 o'clock show of shows. It's one of 18 performances and competitions for the
I was
Phantom
like, a
Regiment.
lot of them are competitions they're going to.
Over the next 5 or 5.5 weeks or
It
so.
is very
Yeah.
cool.